I was not expecting this. Holy crap. All right, let's see. We are live. We have not been live in a long time, but we have a good reason to be live right now. Holy crap. All right. No listeners yet? What's going on? Yes, sir. The Chicago Bears have signed Yannick. It happened. $10.5 million contract. I see everybody in the comments right now. Let's go. Hell yeah is correct, Mark. Soldier Fields, I see you. I'm glad we signed him too. Marky Mark, let's go. Jakir, yes, sir. I am so pumped about this signing, guys. This is exactly what the Chicago Bears needed. Also, it truly shows that Ryan Poles never freaking stops working. That's a good and a bad thing. But I start putting your comments in the comment section below about your thinking about this signing. But he signed a 1 year, $10.5 million contract. The Bears get their answer at edge, something that we truly needed. I don't know. Throw your comments in the comment section right now. Were you expecting them to sign him? I was not at this moment. I thought it was going to be later in camp. You know, $10.5 million is no joke in money. It looks like Ryan Poles is going in right now. This is an all-in move. This is not a, hey, let's sign him and kind of see where it goes kind of deal. The Chicago Bears are all in right now. This move increases the edge position, adds a ton of depth, and it allows the rookies to develop more and also takes a ton of pressure off guys like Justin Jones, Andrew Billings, Devon Dexter Sr., Zach Pickens, you name it, the pressure is off of them. I cannot believe that we signed him. Super pumped about it. Welcome to this live stream of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Brody. I literally just walked out into my kitchen. My phone starts buzzing like crazy, and I look down, and it's Yannick is coming to the Chicago Bears. I don't know if he's going to be at training camp tomorrow. Details on the trade, I'm getting them for you guys right now. More are popping up as we're going through. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Wow, we have a ton of watchers right now. Very grateful for that. So the deal, let's go break that down for you guys real quick. 1 year only. Don't know if there's a player option involved, but it's 1 year at the moment. $10.5 million. Let's go. I'm opening up Adam's tweet right now. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. I don't know how. I don't. It doesn't look like anybody else is watching the current game that's going on right now. I think it's just a practice game at this point. So Chicago Bears, Chicago up, Chicago down. Love it. This team is set to go to the Super Bowl. Great addition. Who's feeling this right now? Put your comment in the comment section about not a trade, a free agent signing. Yes, you are correct. Harold, thanks for correcting me there. 1 year, $10.5 million. This team is set to go to the Super Bowl. I'm getting comments as they come. Yes, yes, yes. Bear down, John Williams. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be a great time. Hope he plays himself into a big contract. I'm hoping for the same Bears Forever 14. I think that Yannick is a special type of talent that comes to the Chicago Bears. I'm going to hit a little bit more on him of what he brings exactly to this team. So in regards to Yannick, he is a big quarterback pressure guy, big run stopper. Not much about dropping back into coverage, and that's okay because we have the best coverage linebackers in the NFL at the moment. So this was a move to create pressure on the quarterback. Bears were ranked 32nd last year in getting pressure on the quarterback. Sacks when our rookie safety had the most sacks on the team. Not a good look. Yannick brings what we need to this team right now. Could not be more excited about it. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Wow, we are getting a ton of viewers, ton of comments. Very grateful for it. If you guys can hit the like button on this video or hit the subscribe button, helps me out tremendously. I'm going to keep going more into Yannick as we go here, trying to do a million things at once, but don't worry, guys. We are here. I am so excited about this. So let's break down this signing a little bit. So for everyone joining, it looks like we're getting more and more people as we speak. Bears are playing in Madden right now. Love that comment. So what this signing means for the Chicago Bears, one, they're going to be a contender now. There is no doubt about it. The NFC North I said it was the Bears before. It is definitely the Bears now. They have the defensive line that they need in order to create pressure on the quarterback. They have the linebackers in order to cover and get after the quarterback. And our secondary is absolutely insane right now. What Yannick does for the rest of his team is that he opens up opportunities for the rest of the defensive line. Billings gets a lot less pressure on him. Travis Gibson is going to have a crap load of less pressure on him. Remember, when Robert Quinn had his career 18.5 sack season with the Chicago Bears a couple years ago, Travis Gibson had 7 sacks. Yannick brings that same type mentality to the Chicago Bears. Clearly, Ryan Poles has had his eye on him for quite some time. Very excited about it. Yes, absolutely. Ryan said we should take the North, and it starts now. This trade, this signing makes this defense go to an entirely new level. I read this like, the Frosted Flakes. That was awesome. Thanks for commenting that. Why not give him the $10.5 million totally guaranteed? I like what Ryan Poles is doing here because that means that he's trying to give an incentive. Yannick is looking for somewhere to call home for a while. He's 27 years old, 28 years old, in that range right now. And he's looking for that long-term contract because he's playing in the prime of his career. He's playing on that one-year contract at $10.5 million. That's a good amount of money, but let's not fully give it to him because he might get to his head and be like, I don't need to play football anymore. Like what Ryan Poles is doing right there. Has he been healthy? Yes. He is a very healthy player, always on the field, always disrupting the backfield and getting after the quarterback. This is definitely a good signing for the Chicago Bears. Bears finally get a pass rusher. That is very true. I don't go sleeping on Javon Dexter Sr., though. I have to say that. But, guys, keep your comments coming in. I'm answering them as fast as possible. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I truly appreciate it. But, yes, $10.5 million. The pass rusher the Chicago Bears need. So I'm pulling up his stats right now for you guys, just so you have an idea of how much of an impact this guy has on this team. I'm just tweeting out right now the link so we get some more watchers and viewers. Wow, we're almost at 100. Thank you, guys. This is great. I love talking to you guys. Love hearing from you guys. So with Yannick, let's hear your guys' reactions right now. I was in my kitchen, freaked out. And it was a good feeling. This team is going to go to the next level now. And I really think so that the Bears have something special here. Okay, so we are back. 95 listeners. Wow. Okay, let's go back to the comments real quick. I'm reading now. Who will be our other defensive end now? It's probably going to be Travis Gibson or Rasheem Green, just so you guys know. Ryan Poles is a smart guy. I have to admit it. He is a very smart guy. And the Bears still have over $25 million in cap. Keep that in mind. So he's not done wheeling and dealing. Could bring in potentially a Justin Houston type player. So Joe, what do we got? I've been calling the division for the Bears, Lions, and Packers. And as time goes on, I'm starting to believe it's more 12 wins. I think that this officially makes the Bears a double-digit team win. I really think that could. Can we still go out and sign another defensive end? Absolutely, we can go out and do that. We do have the cap for that. Very exciting. The Bears still have over $25 million in cap in order to re-sign their own players. On top of it, also bring in more talent, potentially a Justin Houston type player. I just sat down to eat and got Yannick how always needed. What are you eating? Because I hope it's Yannick fever. That's what's going on, man. Welcome. I am so excited. Thank you all for tuning into this episode. Finally, some real help on the defensive line. Absolutely. This defensive line needed that one more piece because now you have the rookies who are going to have less pressure on them in order to perform and get up to NFL speed. Andrew Billings has less pressure on him up the middle. Same with Justin Jones. You have Rasheem Green, Travis Gibson. Now you have Yannick. Now you have a lot more talent that's able to rotate in when guys are tired. This team depth is so important. I'm not going to put up the poop comment. That was funny, though. I am so happy for what will happen to Jordan Love. Jordan Love is about to have his cage absolutely rattled. Absolutely super excited about that. Brian, thanks for tuning in, man. Really appreciate it. If you're new to Just Another Year Chicago, thanks for tuning in. Put your comments in the feed, showing them up. Absolutely. I love talking to you guys. I really appreciate it. If you could also hit that subscribe button, it's a huge help for this channel. Really appreciate your guys' help over here. 12-5. Everyone, if you could please put your record prediction on the screen. I want to see where everyone's feeling right now. Walker, also DeMarcus Walker, is going to be a huge problem too. Now that those two are going to be on each side with Travis Gibson as well rotating in, the Bears have a true rotation. Oh, this feels good. Absolutely, it does. And the Bears defense is looking great right now. Joe Taylor, you got 11-6. I like that prediction right now. Before this signing, I had the Bears at 10-7, but this absolutely ups their stock big time. The Bears, if you're not buying in on the Bears, you better start buying in right now. That's all I got to say. We got another 11-6 from Chef Mac. We got 12-5. All right. We got 11-6. Keep it up, guys. 11-6. The secondary has got to be happy about this move. Absolutely. You guys have no idea how much pressure this takes off the secondary and the linebackers, because now quarterbacks are going to have a lot tougher time throwing the ball. This move is the move that puts the Bears. This is like the Khalil Mack move that we made back in 2018 before the season started, but we made it sooner, which is great because this team is going to gel together really well. Bear down 6-5-4, 10 plus wins. I love it. 10-7 from the Tumpster. In Poles, we trust. Absolutely. A Ryan Poles move, earth-shattering move, and a smart one, because if it doesn't work out, it's a one-year contract. I absolutely love it. 18-0 with a margin of error of 1. I love it. You know, Michael, I see you're ready for the season. Is this guy good? Absolutely. This guy is an absolute problem. Let's bring up his stats for you guys. I know I've been saying that for a minute. Sorry. Been really excited about this posting. Oh, man, I'm going to lose my voice at the end of this night. It's going to be crazy. So just to break it down for you guys from a stat perspective, let's throw it up there real quick for you. All right. So in his career right now, he has a total of 202 tackles, 163 of them being so 65 tackles for loss. Last year in Indianapolis, he had 8 tackles for loss, 16 quarterback hits, a huge problem the Bears didn't have in over the last 2 seasons. He has 19.5 sacks, 10 back in 2021 for the Raiders, 9.5 for the Indianapolis Colts. Doesn't matter what system you put him in, he is going to do well. This was a fantastic move. Thank you for all the new viewers. I really appreciate you guys coming in. Please shoot this video a like. Join the live stream chat. Love chatting with you guys. Here to break down the stats for you a little bit more. But yes, this guy is very good. Poles is a magician. Absolutely. Brisker and Eddie are going to ball out. I absolutely believe it. We could just talk Bears right now, guys. Keep throwing those comments out there. But let me just break it down for you about a little bit more about Yannick. Yannick is going to be 28 years old during week 1 against the Green Bay Packers. He has played in the NFL a total of 8 years so far. In the NFL, he has 202 tackles, 163 of those being solo, 65 tackles for loss, 16 over the last 2 seasons. He has 39 quarterback hits over the last 2 seasons and 19.5 sacks. He has had a 12-sack season back in 2017 with Jacksonville, where his only Pro Bowl season, but with Indianapolis, he had amazing stats. He had more sacks than the entire Bears defensive line combined last year. He had 9.5 sacks, 29 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 16 quarterback hits. What a time to be alive. We actually brought him in. I hope that you guys start believing it, because he is a Chicago Bear. Did this guy say this team is set to go to the Super Bowl? Can't take this guy seriously. All right, get out of here. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, because this team is absolutely going to the Super Bowl bound. I cannot believe it. You still won't be able to cover the Vikes wideouts. I don't know. Our secondary is looking pretty good. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. Thanks for tuning in, man. Really appreciate it. Ryan Poles is a wizard. This was a great move. And why I'm going to say that this is a good move is that it's a 1-year contract for $10.5 million. It's like off the cap next year if it ends up not working out. But he has had success over the last 2 seasons. Very excited for this guy. All right. Thanks, man. I said 12-6 without him. Now bust Bear down. The Bears are in a very good position right now, ladies and gentlemen, for success. I am super excited about this team. If you guys are tuning in right now, thank you again for tuning in. It takes 2. You have DeMarcus Walker now. You have Yannick on the other edge. This team is destined for success. Bear down, guys. The news is breaking. I don't know if he's going to be at camp. Low risk, high reward. That is exactly what this contract is, and that is exactly what this signing is. So I am so excited about the Chicago Bears team. If you guys aren't, you should be now. This team just went to new heights. They are a playoff. They were a playoff team before. They are a serious contender now. And if you are not awake on the Bears, I hope you are now. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. The comments are still, the Vikings are going to be trash. I totally agree with that. Only a 1-year deal. Great move. We only need the patch for 1 year with 2 first-round picks. Great call out, Rich, is we have 2 first-round picks next year. The Bears have 2 first-round picks. They can go out and get an edge if Yannick doesn't work out. But I do have a lot of faith in Yannick. 19.5 sacks over 2 seasons, 16 total tackles for loss, and 39 quarterback hits. This dude absolutely gets after the quarterback, and that is what the Chicago Bears needed to do, and that's what they got. Yo, Yannick, super side, baby. Hit that like button. Please, guys, keep this up. I cannot appreciate this support enough. I do have a video out on Yannick earlier on my channel. I will be putting it back on Twitter a little bit more about him. But the Bears NFC North just dropped a 400 plus. Absolutely. They went down 50 points, but everyone knows that Vikings have Kirk Cousins. Enough said. Is everyone ready to get loving Bears football again, Robert? I am absolutely excited about this Chicago Bears team. They're going to be very special. I hope you guys know that. It's not just Yannick that's in the mix, but Justin Fields is looking fantastic during training camp. I have live reports going out on Twitter tomorrow. So Justin Fields is looking great. Yannick probably won't be at camp tomorrow. He's probably just coming to Chicago right now. Let him get settled. He'll probably be at Family Fest if you guys are going to that. So just to keep that in mind as well. But, Yannick is a huge piece. Justin Fields doing well. Chase Claypool, DJ Moore, Tyler Scott, and Darnell Mooney look fantastic at camp so far. The offensive line has some injuries right now. Hopefully Nate Davis is coming back. But Braxton Jones looks good. Darnell Wright looks great. Cody Whitehair had 1 missed snap. Not too worried about that. But this defense with Yannick, you have Edmonds, Edwards, and Sanborn as your linebackers, some of the best coverage linebackers in the NFL. On top of it, you have Brisker, you have Stevenson, you have Johnson, you have Spider-Man Gordon, you have Terrell Smith and Eddie Jackson. You have a super scary secondary. This signing takes a ton of pressure off the rest of the defense, and I am very excited about it. There was no training camp today, by the way. This was the Bears' day off, so very excited about it. But yes, Yannick. So what do you make of Yannick's run defense? I think it's okay. I mean, he's not the greatest at it. There's no doubt about it, but that's why you have the rest of the 10 guys out there. This signing was for quarterback pressure, and that is what the Chicago Bears needed. Absolutely. The Bears now will have 4 or 5 Pro Bowlers this year. I like that. I will take the over on that. I will take the over on 4. 5 is my limit, but I do like that. The Bears stand a chance of going 14-3 and will not get to the Super Bowl this year. We owe him 2025, 40 years after the fact. Okay, that's fair. I just want to be competitive. This team is going to be competitive, guys, and I am very excited about it. I've been talking about it on my channel for the last couple weeks. After this live stream, make sure that you go check that out. But I am super excited about this signing. So I cannot thank everybody enough for tuning in. Go back and watch this. I know I repeated myself a lot, but thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. Super excited to have Yannick in. I did another review video on him a few weeks ago. I'll repost that for you guys just so you know. But with that, thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde. Hit that subscribe button to stay in touch with all Chicago news. Follow Just Another Year on Twitter as we will be live training camp tomorrow. And also cannot wait for more. Bears are going to the Super Bowl. I say it every single time, but this is a big move. Thank you for tuning in this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and we'll see you guys next time.